that is the best console of all time.
Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H.
Yo, man, it's the main man here, H here for another Q&A. So remember, guys, to get your question answered, simply email me at iamhalfhope@gmail.com. Just email me at iamhalfhope@gmail.com and I shall answer your questions. Remember, I only pick a few questions. They're just the best questions that I think would make the best topics. So again, think before you send that email, because think about what do you think people will want to hear. So first question that we have here is, let's say, Double H, which midfield would run in a Champions League final? I suppose which midfield would dominate or be the best in a Champions League final? Iniesta, Xavi, and Busquets, or Modric, Kroos, and Casemiro? This is tough. This is really, 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 really tough because I'm just trying. What the hell? I mean, this is really tough because I think both are really great midfields, you know. So it'll be pretty hard for me. Oh, I'm just trying to just get this. There we go. It'll be really hard for me to really try and understand which one is that, because Iniesta, Xavi, and Busquets, the beauty of that midfield is how amazing they are at keeping the ball. I think Iniesta and Xavi and Busquets would easily dominate the midfield. But with Modric, Kroos, and Casemiro, there is much more attacking intent in them. Because in Casemiro, Kroos, and Modric, you've got goals. How many goals does Busquets really score? How many goals does Xavi really score? Iniesta definitely gets the goals. I think Xavi and Busquets are much more static in where they are, whereas that Modric is a guy who's very good at going forward. And Casemiro can also notch with a few goals as well. I feel Casemiro is better at tackling and intercepting than Busquets, but I think Busquets is maybe better at positioning and better with the ball. He's far better with the ball than Casemiro is. So I think the midfield that would dominate more definitely would be Iniesta, Xavi, and Busquets. But I think the midfield that is more likely to score goals and to pose a greater danger, I think the midfield that will pose a greater danger, I feel, is Modric, Kroos, and Casemiro. So I think it depends what you want from a midfield. If you want a midfield that is very active, very proactive, and very progressive, especially going forward, you go with Modric, Kroos, and Casemiro. But if you want a midfield that wants to keep the ball a lot more, then I suppose you would ride with Xavi, Iniesta, and Busquets. That's how I would see it personally. So, next question here. Your thoughts on the state of German football at the moment? Is it at the lowest it's been for a while? Watched a few games over the weekend and my God, there was a huge gulf in class, not only between mid-table teams, but Bayern's monopoly on the league. I think in a few years' time, the French league might surpass Bundesliga in European league ranking if they aren't careful. Yeah, I would agree. Let's cast the minds back when Klopp was manager of Dortmund. Bayern and Dortmund were both strong. Leverkusen were pretty strong. Wolfsburg was strong. I mean, this is Wolfsburg that had Bas Dost and also had Kevin De Bruyne as well. Leverkusen was also pretty nice as well. And I think and even Mönchengladbach had Royce at that time. Remember when Klopp won those 2 league titles with Dortmund? Was right now, Dortmund have been ripped away from all of their talent. And you're looking at Leipzig, Hoffenheim, and Schalke. You know, will you really call those guys Europe's elite? But when you look at the French league, look at what Lyon did to Man City. You're looking at, of course, PSG, you're looking at Monaco. Looking at Marseille. You're looking at Nice. I believe that the French league is really seeing a resurgence. And as of right now, strong arguments can be made that the French league may have now surpassed the Bundesliga. If you look at top to bottom, the quality of teams, top to bottom. And I think the reason for this is like a lot of the main players from the Bundesliga have gone. You're looking at Çalhanoğlu, he's left Leverkusen, Kevin De Bruyne, He left Wolfsburg. You look at all the guys from who left Dortmund, Gundogan, Mats Hummels, and so forth, Lewandowski. So a lot of the stars left them, and they were not really replaced by anybody of the same ilk. So I do think that the Bundesliga is definitely struggling right now. I still think it's a good league, and there's still good football because I think there's some really quality coaches like Tedesco, Nagelsmann, Favre. There's some really good coaches there, but I just think that with regards to talent and personnel, it's not really popping up in the Bundesliga. And I think that these teams have to fight harder to keep their core players, because if they do not, they'll be exposed. They'll be exposed if they don't keep their top players. These dudes will get exposed. So I think that everything happens in waves. Syria was pretty much the bottom of the barrel, the worst league. I think they're even behind the French league at a point. Syria is now slowly getting a resurgence with what you're seeing from Inter Milan, Lazio, and so forth. The Bundesliga back maybe 6, 7, 8 years ago, where you would argue maybe they were really second behind La Liga, although the Premier League now, they may have fallen behind the French League and the Serie A now. So all this stuff happens really in cycles. So hey, Double H, in your opinion, what are the best consoles of all time produced by Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo? And what is your favorite launch title from each of these 3 game developers? P.S. Keep up the quality content. All right. The best from Sony. PS2. I don't think anybody can argue that the PS2 is the... I'm just trying to get this. Come on, man. Sorry. So let me say, I think things are it's getting a bit blurry right now. Nobody can argue that. You know what? All right. There we go. So basically, I think nobody can argue that the PS2, for me, Sony's PS2 is the greatest console that Sony ever made. I think a strong argument can be made that the PS2 is the greatest console of all time. It is an absolutely brilliant console. Just, it's amazing what they were able to achieve and what they were able to do with that console. So a strong argument can be made, that is the best console of all time. So for Sony, PS2, Microsoft, Xbox 360, for sure. Xbox One is in it. The first Xbox was literally saved by Halo, and maybe people were really Halo, but 360 was definitely a strong machine. Nintendo. This is a tough one because I've heard some great things about the Switch. Because I know a few people who have the Switch and they've said some amazing things about the Switch. I don't have the Switch, but I can only go by what I have played. And I would have to go with, and I never really played the GameCube. So SNES, I'd have to go with the SNES, because SNES, whether you want Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, freaking Zelda, Mario Kart. Because I'll see, N64 had some amazing games, but when you look at the console, you have to look at the breadth of games. And I just think the breadth and the variety of games that the SNES had, I think trumps the N64. But I think the N64 had 2 of the greatest games of all time in Mario Kart and Ocarina of Time, which are the 2 of the greatest games of all time. So when we put all these things together, favorite launch title from each of these 3 game developers. Easy for Microsoft, easily Halo. For me, Halo is the best first-person shooter of all time. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care about Call of Duty. I don't care about flipping 4th right or 4th left. Halo is the best FPS of all time. So Microsoft is that. Sony launch title. Now GTA 3 wasn't a launch title for the PS2. It wasn't. Let me think. Launch title. Gran Turismo PlayStation. Maybe Crash Bandicoot. Maybe you could say Crash Bandicoot for the PlayStation. And for the Nintendo, Was Maracas? I mean, if Maracas was a launch title, I'm not sure whether it was, but if Maracas was a launch title for the SNES, then I'll probably roll with Maracas for that one. So I hope you enjoyed that. And yeah, look, man, send me more questions. Remember, if you want to ask your boy questions, just simply hit me up at iamhalfhope@gmail.com. Just hit me up at iamhalfhope@gmail.com. And next Friday, I will do my best to answer your questions. Peace out. Thank you for watching this video. Think about pledging and become a Half of Football Hot patron. Pledge an amount each month and gain access to exclusive videos from your boy, the Football Hot, for more analysis. Peace.